I think what people don't realize when they see the Rookie of the Year and they see you won a Rookie of the Year, they think it started that year. Mine started when I was 7 years old, 8 years old, chasing goats around in a pen on a pony. You have big dreams and you have goals you set as a kid.
He will move up at least 2 positions in the average as a result.
Maybe mentally you really don't even know you've set them. But if you're out there every day, like I was, and I roped goats in a pen until my dad would get home from work, and then we'd go rope, and I'd rope in the house. I had little stuffed things, you know, from the time I was 8, I roped. Then and there's when your desire is fueled to see whether you're gonna be, how successful you're gonna be. Well, that's the bottom of the junior rodeo. That's the TYRA for us. The YRA, that was the junior events. My next kick towards Rookie of the Year was, I was a Rookie of the Year in the high school deal. When I was a freshman in Region 7, made it to the state finals, should have made nationals, was in the lead, and dropped the ball in the short go at Seguin. I'll never forget that run. And I remember that run like it was yesterday, and it was now about 45 years ago. You know, they ask you, what's the greatest run you ever made? Or what do you remember about the biggest win? I think if you're the true champion, we look at the ones that we drop the ball at. Because if you ever drop the ball, you want to figure out how not to do it again. So that taught me, just because you think you're that good or you're in that position to win, you're not, it's not over until it's over. When I was a junior in high school, I put my money down to compete 265 times. You know, that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot for one year. We start on Wednesday night jackpots. They drop 3 for 100 on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and we get done Sunday night. That set me up for the next step, which was, okay, here's a 19-year-old kid and he's got his card and everybody knows what he can do at the amateurs, you know, in the small pond, the lakes. Let's see what he does in the ocean. So it was a little different when I got in than it is today. Those guys were tough. They didn't like a kid being different. And I mean, here I stepped in, long hair. I wore the different clothes. I hung out different, you know, places. I wasn't the norm of the Rookie of the Year kid that they come in with a clean cut, and I was just different. I was always beat to my own drum, and here I came.
This may be the greatest newcomer to professional calf roping that we have seen since Roy Cooper came on the scene.
My next step was 1985. The first year I had my card. I wanted to win the Rookie of the Year and win the World Championship, and I really didn't know if I had that in me or that chance. But because I started when I was 8 years old, my mom hauling me to 40 rodeos, rope and breakaway, doing whatever. And so all that built up to 1985. And my dad always said it best, I guess. He said, you're gonna get one chance at the Rookie of the Year. You'll get many chances for a gold buckle, but make that one count. My first year was fun. I was used to going to 2 or 3 jackpots a week, and at least 4 rodeos a week. And you know, they weren't planes. I had to learn plane, trains, and automobiles. I had to learn rent cars, flights, and all that, charter planes, a lot of chartering back then, you know. I had to learn that. So that was a little bit of a learning curve, but I enjoyed it because it was something new. I already knew how to get in the truck and make 3 a night, but you can't make 3 a night when they're in different states. But if you needed to get there, you had to learn, and I learned that. That's probably the one thing I learned from Roy that helped me through my career. I learned that early because I was a rookie that jumped in there and went with him in the winter, and I learned how to charter planes and get places nobody else wanted to go because he didn't care what it cost. He just wanted to run another cab for steer.
Howdy, everybody. I'm Hadley Barrett.
And I'm Larry Mahan. You're going to see 120 of the nation's top rodeo cowboys and cowgirls compete for over $1,800,000 in prize money.
1985, you know, first year at the Thomas and Mack. They don't know what to expect. First year, I make them. They don't know what to expect. I think when I got into Vegas in the first round, I think I won the first round the first year I was there. And my dad, I said till the day he died, he said, it's the best run you ever made because all eyes were on you to see what you were, and you showed them what you were. I've told the story a million times, you know. I tell it to Rookie Banquet a lot of times. I burned a truck and trailer down in 1986 or 6. And I won the Rookie of the Year in 85, and I won the gold buckle in 85. And I burned a truck and trailer down on the side of the road, caught on fire, burnt fast, melted, everything. And my dad, I called him, you know, and everybody's okay, good, you know, whatever. And he said, "Did you lose anything?" I said, "Lost everything I had in that truck, you know, camper. Hell, I lived in that camper probably, you know, I had everything." And I said, I had my gold buckle on though, and I said, "I lost a watch and I lost, you know, this." And I said, "My Resistol buckle was on the dash." And he's kind of hesitant, and he said, "Did you get it?" And I said, "No, my dash all melted, the truck's." And he said, "Go back and chip that buckle out and break the plastic off and bring it to me." And I'm like, "Man, it's gonna be probably black and nasty." He said, "I don't care. That's the only chance you had to prove that you were the best there was your first year." And he said, "You're gonna have plenty of chances to win more gold buckles." He said, "But you go get that buckle." And me and my buddy that was driving for me, or later, me and Buckwheat, we went by there and we found the dash and we chipped it off out of it, and I gave it to him, and he had somebody melt it off and stuff. And you know, I still have that buckle today. It's a little black, but it reminds me that was that important to my dad, that he knew I was that good going into the first year. Because I'm telling you, the one thing I can say, and I had a lot of ups and downs from when I got my Rookie of the Year buckle in 1985 till I got my last go-around buckle in 2006. I had a lot of peaks and a lot of valleys. But I can honestly say, other than the down days I had a blast every day I competed. And it started with that rookie card chasing the Rookie of the Year buckle from Resistol in 1985. If I had the top 5 in each event in this room with us today, and they all have a chance to win the Rookie of the Year, and they also have maybe half of them have a chance to make the National Finals Rodeo, there's one thing I'd want to tell all of them, and as a group, I'd tell all of them, enjoy the ride, because this is the only time you're going to feel what you feel. It's different when you're trying to be there and prove yourself the first time. I'm Joe Beaver, 1985 Resistol Rookie of the Year in the calf roping all around, and this is how I live it, Resistol every day. Wouldn't trade it for nothing.
We live it every day.